Hello, today we're going to be looking at equations of circles. Now the general equation to a circle is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared, where hk is the center and r is the radius. Now, you might wonder where that comes from. Well, if you think about this is really just Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus b squared equals c squared, where we're going around the circle and um, the distance to the right is x, uh, and this distance up is y, and then we move that distance left or right, depending on where we're starting at, and then that's going to equal our hypotenuse squared. And as this point moves around, it's going to account for every single point on that circle. Um, Now, we really don't need to know where it comes from. We can just use it. So, if this says the center of the circle is at 2, 3, and a radius at 2, write the equation and then graph it. So that's the general equation for every single circle. So you write it out, and you fill in the missing information. X minus 2 squared plus y minus 3 squared equals 4. Now, when we graph this, we go to the point 2 to the right, 3 up, and then you go 2 out in all directions because its radius is 2. And once you have all 4 of those, you just do the best kind of circle you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right. Now, this one says the next page. This is still on your page, but graph the following. If we have negative 3, 0, and a radius of 6. I just realized this one's not in the packet, so you can just watch if you need an extra example of this. So this one, we throw in negative 3 and 0, and the radius 6. And y minus 0 doesn't do anything, so we just put y squared. X plus 3 means we move to the left 3, and then 6 squared is 36. All right, if we have this, let's try to write the equation. Well, the center, we just go 3 to the right, and what's that, 4 up? And then the radius looks like that's 3 in each direction. So now we just use those two pieces of information to write our equation. You just plug in our 3 and 4 and square that 3. Now let's try this one. Center negative 4 and negative 3. The radius is 5. So plug in those information. Minus a negative 4 and minus a negative 3 would give us x plus 4 squared plus y plus 3 squared equals 25. I think that's all we need to do for this one. Good luck.